Hi, Pookie. Why are we sweating? And I'll explain my understanding of this game once we kind of get into it. Actually, I've seen this before. While this is playing, I'm gonna pee. So you guys watch this and figure this out.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Cool. Pookie, I'm not going into this blind. I've seen some gameplay of it. I've played a little bit of it myself. So if you know stuff and you want to help out, you're more than welcome to. You're already confused? Oh, okay. So essentially, every day we go into this manor. And we have to... Hold on, I have to get... There we go. We have to fill in every single one of these squares. You were confused? I was too until I started playing it. I'm gonna try to explain it as best I can, because it is a confusing game. It is a puzzle game. So our goal is to solve puzzles in a lot of these different rooms, right? But we have to fill in every single square in order to unlock this room. And I believe from what I've watched, at the end there's like a little like quiz or something that has to do with every single one of these rooms. So we have to like keep note of what's going on in each room while also collecting things. And if you could see here in the top left, we have steps. So every time we enter a new room, it takes away a step. So we can only move between rooms 50 times. So like, let's say we go into that room and come back. That's 2 different steps that we lose. Once we run out of steps, we're done for the day. Each day, your inventory, your steps, and the house resets. So you have to kind of remember what goes on. Have a good look, Carla. And it's difficult. I will say that. It is very difficult. But like, these paintings have something to do with it. Every single thing has something to do with it. It's crazy. So like, that's a what, queen and an ace. I don't know. I've been watching people, and they were saying something like with these paintings that it has something to do with it. But yeah, it's confusing. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I've fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off of the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So, again, when we figure something out, we'll kind of explain it along the way. But our goal is to fill in this entire grid. That is the ultimate goal. After that, again, I'm not even sure. But we're gonna try to figure it out. And again, I know these cards and these paintings mean something. That's all I know. So we're gonna start going this way. So when you click on a door, it gives you 3 different options, right? And obviously the goal is to fill in the thing here. So we can get a bedroom that leads us up. We can get a closet that's a dead end, but it'll give us 2 items. And by the way, this bedroom gives us an additional 2 steps whenever we enter into it. Or we can get a hallway, which can lead us in each direction that we need to go. I'm gonna go with the hallway. The hallway is the best room that you can get, because it gives you multiple paths to choose from. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. So some doors can be locked and you'll need a key to get them. You have to search for keys in the manor to unlock doors. We're gonna go here. We can get a pantry that'll give us 4 coins. A nook that'll give us a key. Or a guest bedroom that'll give us 10 steps but give us a dead end. I think we're gonna go for the key. The keys are important. I feel like from playing this, keys are most important. But like, you can see here, I didn't look in here, so we're gonna have to travel back. But we have, what is that? Flawn and sand? That looks like. I don't know. I don't get the painting thing. But from watching somebody, they were like pointing out paintings and doing something. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I do not have any paper with me. I should get some. Hold that thought. had paper. Cool. I have paper. It's paper that I tried to print something on earlier and our ink died. So, I have paper. We're good. Okay. I have a pen. Here's my Sharpie pen. Love those pens. Alright. So, we're gonna go up now. And so now the storeroom, that's a dead end, but it'll give us a key, a gem, and a coin. We could do the den, which is a 3-way, and that'll give us a gem as well. The dens are phenomenal. Or we could do a bedroom and double back. Now, I don't want to try to dead end us this early. So we're gonna go for the den. There's also something about, like, telling time, too. To, like, figure out what time it is in the estate. Like, what day and what time. So, like, it's, what, 9:07? I want to say? So, like, we have a flight and a puzzle? Plane and puzzle? I don't know. Oh, wait, time is passing quickly. Look at that. Alright, we're gonna keep going up. See how far we can go. We can do a corridor, which leads us up. A lavatory, which is a dead end. Or a storeroom, which is also a dead end. I think we're just gonna keep going up. As long as I can keep moving, we're gonna move. What do we got? Boat, crow, and row. I think that's it. So this is like a C, because a C gets added from row to crow. That's what I was understanding from the guy I was watching earlier. Is that he was figuring out paintings, and, like, there's always one letter difference between the two paintings. So crow and row is obviously a C. So I'm gonna make a grid here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. See, this is the part that confused me. But I'm gonna try to follow on his advice on what we were doing. I would love to see Squire play this. I'm hoping he plays it. This is on Xbox Game Pass, by the way. If you guys have Xbox Game Pass, it's on there. So you don't have to spend any monies. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So then this one is gonna be a C. I have my grid, so I'm good now. It's crow, row, C. Oh, here. We could do a spare room. We could do the chapel, but that'll have us lose a coin. But that'll give us 3 different options, or 2 different options. Or a lavatory, which is a dead end. I think we're gonna do the chapel. I mean, yeah, we lose a coin every time, but we don't have any coins right now. So that's our best option. We're just gonna keep going. So we can do the pantry, which will turn us right. The guest bedroom, which is a dead end. Or the kitchen. But we need a gem in order to purchase the kitchen. But it sells food. We need coins for food. I think we do the pantry. Because that'll get us 4 coins. Alright. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house. Next week, 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. We got a banana. That's plus 3 steps. So now we can move between rooms 3 more times. So we're gonna go this way. And see, the door's locked, so we have to use a key. Alright. We have a security room, that's good. We need a gem for that, but the security room seems good. Because that'll get us 2 different directions. We're gonna do that. So it's a security room. So we can see every single room in the house. And that's us. In the security room. Nice. Alright, so let's see here. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. We're gonna view the estate inventory. So there are currently 5 coins that have yet to be collected in the house. So somewhere in this house, in the rooms that we've unlocked, there are 5 coins. We gotta find those. Alright. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. We're gonna go security level low. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 to 6 with a high setting. We're gonna go with low. In offline mode, we're gonna go to unlocked. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors will be set if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Okay. And then we need a password to get to here. We have no idea what the password is. So we're gonna exit. Are there any coins here? Pivot. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important. Doubly? Doubly? That word's confusing me. Important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concern regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mr. Babbage. Terminal password. I can read that through the scratch out. SWANSONG. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Huh? So... there we go. Connecting to the network. Let's do it. Why do I have 9 messages on Discord? What the fuck? Oh, hi. I got so confused. Oh, I'm muting this. Cool. Why couldn't we why couldn't... Okay, I'm going back to my game. I muted it. Pivot! Not pivot. No pivot tonight. Pivot tomorrow. Also, all I hear when I say pivot is Loz's voice. That's all I can hear nowadays. Loz, you ruined the word pivot. Or maybe you graced it. I don't know. Hold on, I have to fix things. Why is it hidden? Hold on. There we go. There, I fixed it! Fixed it. Love that Emo was just chilling in that. You don't think anyone's gonna play tonight? Play anyways? Yeah, no, not today. Okay. Staff services. Punch in and out. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly, and all domestic staff has been placed on an extended pay leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more details. Staff announcements. Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. The service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all working... yeah, okay. Special orders? If you'd like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Ooh. What do we want? So what I've noticed is shovels are gonna be useful. Shovels are gonna be useful. Go back to... Or on, not on Steam, on Discord. Here. There we go. So yeah, I want a shovel. This order is estimated to take 1 to 2 days. So we need a commissary in 1 to 2 days. We have to remember that. Alright, I also want to put music on. Hold on. While we're fiddling. But if you don't update the drivers, they don't work. Boo. What was I doing? I think that's it. But yeah, we are playing Blueprints right now. It's a new game. It's like a puzzle type game. So we're trying to figure out... We're trying to get every single square here filled in, while also figuring out a bunch of puzzles. We can't enter this room because we need a electronic key card. So we're gonna have to leave that one, but we can go through this room and unlock it. No, we can't. It's locked. JK. So now we gotta go back through here. Is there any painting or anything that we can look at? Oh, right here. Bath and vial. I don't see the correlation. Alright, so we just lost a coin because we entered the church. We're gonna go through this way. Let's do the parlor. So, that means that there's a game in here. So, as you can see, there are 3 boxes. And we're gonna grab our key from the desk here. And read this. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I could refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game that I had played some years back involving 3 different colors. And 3 different boxes of different 3 boxes of different colors. I can read. You had pressed me to write with particulars of the game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There we go. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. Only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So, now we have to look at these boxes and read them. Enjoy getting wet chips. And figure out which one is false, which one is true, and which one has the gems. So this box is the white box. That's obviously false, so that's a lie. This box is the black box. That is false. That is also a lie. So this one has to be the truth. The blue box contains the gems. So then we go unlock this box, because that's the true statement. And then we get 2 gems. So it's like 2 truths and a lie, and you have to figure out which one's the truth and which one's the lie. You're lost. It's 2 truths and a lie. Carlo, why'd you change your color? That's trippy. Because you're feeling coral? Okay. You're so coral? Alright. Carla is orange, yes. We had a crow in a row. We already did that one. Okay. Alright. Ideally, we want to do this one. The drawing room's fun. How about now? You're back to pink. That's great. Love it. You pick your color, though. Your identity is you. You do you. Alright. So we got the drawing room. So the fun thing with the drawing room is we can, like, choose a new thing. Like, we can redraw what cards we draw, if that makes sense. Stare and star? That makes sense. There's always one letter difference between the pictures. So S-T-A-I-R. S-T-A-R. So the difference is an I. So I'm gonna write that down in my little notes here. This is fun. You're purple now. The purple looks good on you. Not gonna lie. Chips, I thought you were getting wet. Ooh, the passageway is top tier, but we need 2 gems for that. We only have 1. You feel like you can't shower until you know what Carla picks? Carla's gonna be here by the time you get back from your wetness. Or we could do the closet, but that'll dead end us. We don't really want that. But we need something that'll get us up. So we can redraw. I'm gonna redraw. We can do a bedroom. That's good, because that'll take us up. I feel like we should do that one. We're gonna do that one. Alright. You're getting wet? Go get wet. Greetings from Reddington. What is that? Bridge? Bridge and Bride? So G? Bridge and Bride, so G? Anything else in here hiding? I don't think so. Alright. So the thing is, once we click this, we have to choose a room. The guest bedroom, it's gonna give us 10 steps. I'm agreeing with that. But we're gonna trap ourselves and there's gonna be nothing in this room. So we're not gonna complete it. So we kind of fucked up. Also, I'm gonna get rid of that music thing so you can see a little more of the map. My face is gonna be in the way. Can I move my face to the other side? Okay, throwback. No idea what this is. Where's my camera? We're gonna move it to the other side. You're going surfing now. Let's go. Can I join? I used to body surf as a kid. Area. Us and the Beach Boys, let's go. There we go. That should fix that. I am gonna do the guest bedroom to get 10 additional steps, but we are blocking ourselves out, which sucks. Alright. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanston, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though. I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. There's math. Chips no longer wants this game because there's math involved. What we got? Rod. Road and rod. So that's an A. Because the one letter difference between road and rod is an A. Phone's in the way. Yeah. And I believe that the paintings stay the same between each gameplay. Bridge and bride, we already did. That's a G. That's an. Wait. Yeah, that's a G. So now we gotta backtrack to a pathway that we can open, which is the entrance hall here. So we gotta backtrack all the way through here, which is gonna take away some steps, unfortunately. What is that? Pray? And pry? I think so. Pray and pry. So that's gonna be an A. Pray and pry. That makes sense. Face and ace. That's a face card, and that's an ace. So that's an F. Face and ace. I get it. Have a good lurk, Carla. Alright. A rumpus room. We can get 8 coins. I think we're gonna go with that one, because that won't dead end us. We're gonna spend a gem to get the rumpus room. Alright. Let's see what we got. Checkers, backgammon, chess. All the coins. Got a bunch of coins. Pausing the music for a second.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door I've been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. Thanks, Akinator. Thanks, Zoltar. Thank you, Song of High. Alright, what do we got? Pin and pine. So an E. Looks like an E, right? Pin and pine. That's a pine tree. And that's a pin. Yeah. The 1 letter difference. Alright. We're gonna go this way because it'll send us up. Look for items. Across the street, there's a safe. Bunch of presents. See? Oh, there is a safe back here. Ooh. But we don't know the safe code, do we? No. So we're gonna have to figure out that code. Uh-huh. Stag and tag. That's an S. We're gonna have to dead end this. Which sucks, because that means our only way through is here, and we need a key for that. We can do this and guarantee us a key. That way we can continue. I think we're gonna do that. I mean, the closet will give us 2 items, which one of them could be a key. But this guarantees us a key, this does not. So we're gonna go for the storeroom. Alright, what do we got? Mine. Car and cart? That makes sense, right? Because that's a mine cart. And that's a car. The 1 letter difference is T. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go back. All the way down, all the way up to the right. Okay. Right? Yeah. All the way down this way. And then all the way down this way. Hold on, before I leave this room again. Are there paintings in here? Ooh, there are coins in here. What's that? I don't know what these stained glass means. I don't know. I don't see any paintings in here either, so. Or 5. I think I did that one wrong on my notes here. Wait, no, that's the security key card that we need for that one, don't we? I think I just fucked up. Vial and bath, no. Tub. And vial, no. No idea. What's the... What would be the one-letter difference between those paintings? Fork and... No. Fork, vial, tub, bath. I have no idea. No idea. I'm just gonna stare at it until something comes to mind. Okay, that's it. I can't stare at it any longer. Yeah, I need the electronic key card, which I don't have. I got everything, though. Yeah, that's it. So, since we can't do anything else on here, we're gonna call it a day. And everything resets.